We continue our team coverage on the Bills this afternoon with new calls for transparency when it comes to building a new stadium. Today, the New York Coalition for Open Government held a virtual announcement calling on Governor Kathy Hochul to be more open about the plans and negotiations. Two on your sides, Ron Plants listened in and he joins us from the newsroom right now. Hey, Ron, what's the latest?
Well, Lauren, ever since the new stadium talks started, the cost factor and the potential share for taxpayers has been like the elephant in the room, wearing Bills colors in this case. It's overshadowing everything else. So now that we're hearing $1.4 billion for a stadium cost, if it stays in Orchard Park, the concerns and questions ratchet up and public access and even input come up. Ever since the new stadium talks started, the cost factor and the potential share for taxpayers, as we pointed out, has indeed been a problem here. As you pointed out, the group called the New York Coalition for Open Government is saying on behalf of taxpayers that we should have access to the information, which the state, county, and Pagula Sports and Entertainment are discussing at this point. Attorney Paul Wolf, who heads up the group, says Governor Kathy Hochul, who did say she wanted a transparent, open government, should allow the public to see that information, in contrast to her predecessor, Cuomo, who wanted to control all parts of state government. Wolf says the investigative post, which filed a FOIA request, was already denied because it could, quote, impair an imminent contract. But he contends a 1991 court decision which struck down that type of denial allowed a New York City community group to get access to information on a major project down there. And he says it would apply here as well. And they may sue if necessary to get that access.
That's the whole point of that exemption, is if you're in a competitive situation, yes, documents should be withheld. But that's not the situation here. The only person negotiating for a stadium are the Pagulas. There are no competitors. There's no one else. Everyone has the information except for the public.
Wolf also wants the public to get a chance to have some input with public hearings at some point on the stadium cost proposal for taxpayers, especially when lawmakers would go to vote on it. He says other communities like Jacksonville are doing that with their push for a new stadium for the Jaguars. There are also some bills in the state legislature where two local lawmakers are also seeking to bring the stadium information and discussions out into the public. We're going to hear more on that and some reaction coming up at 5. Here at the Information Center, Ron Plants, Channel 2 News. Lauren?
Ron, thank you so much.